y'all, and welcome to today's video. As you can see, I only have my skincare on. I need to put some makeup on, so we are going to get ready together today. This morning for me, it's very early. It's 6 in the morning. I am needing to get ready for my day. I thought we would do it together. I have some new things, some old things. I want to use the Adept MINKA palette. Y'all said you wanted to see another look with this. We're gonna do something easy. I kind of shopped my stash for some of these products. Some of these products I'm testing out to review. I want to use them a few more times. But if you're new here, I want to say, hey, my name is Heather and makeup makes me happy. Here at my channel, we don't try to be perfect. We just want to have a good time with our makeup, whatever that means. I do upload lots of new videos every single week, so I hope that you will subscribe before you leave today. If I seem a little low energy, I'm hoping that talking to y'all, doing my makeup, all of that will kind of help wake me up because I am so tired. But yeah, I want to do my makeup, so let's jump into it. Okay, so I have my skincare on. I will list the 3 products that I used this morning down in the description box in case you're curious. So my skin is looking glowy. Thank you, skincare. Now I want to use my GLOWISH Huda Beauty Blur Jam silicone-free smoothing primer. I really like this primer. I have been enjoying this so much. It's like it blurs, but it doesn't make my makeup slip and slide around either. And if you have oily skin, you know that sometimes with blurring primers, they can be like really pretty for the first few hours, but then your oil just like slides the primer off your face. And I don't find that it does that with this primer. I've been using it for a few weeks now. Okay, I have the new set of BK Beauty brushes. I'm very excited they sent these over to me. I will link them down below. I do have a non-affiliate code with BK Beauty in the description box as well. But I'm excited. I've been using BK Beauty brushes for a long time. They're really good quality. So I'm excited to have some new ones. I think these shapes are going to be fun. So we're going to use these today and I'll tell you the numbers as we go. But I want to mix my Makeup Forever HD Skin Foundation. Really love this foundation, but I want to mix it with the Giorgio Armani Neo Nude True to Skin foundation. This one, actually, like, when I hold it up to the light, I can see that I don't have very much left. So I'm going to mix this equal parts, and well, let's see with my BK Beauty brushes what I want to use. They made this smaller, like the 101 brush. Let me show you. They made a smaller one. So I have the 101 here, and now they made a 109. So same shape, but smaller. So I'm trying to think if I want to use this for foundation or do I want to go in with the big one. But let's use the smaller one. What I was really thinking this would be good for is cream contour though. So maybe we should save it for that. Maybe we should save it for cream contour, and I'll use the 101 today. I actually put the other one back and now I grabbed the travel handle size one. So I'm going to put some foundation right on here, and then I'll put a couple of pumps of the Makeup Forever, and then I will blend this into the skin. But if you've been at my channel for the past few years, you know I really do like this brush. I think it applies foundation really beautifully. And actually, I'm gonna push my hair back. I forgot. Y'all get upset with me when I don't push my hair back. I just never push my hair back, like, unless I'm filming, because it doesn't bother me, but I know it bothers y'all. So got my hair pushed back, and I'm going to just press and buff in this foundation. These 2 shades mixed together turned out perfectly for me. Okay, so there is my foundation all blended in. Again, not new foundations, but foundations that I really, really love. I wanted to pull out a few products that like I'm in the process of reviewing so I could play with them some more, but then I also just wanted to pull out some things that I enjoy, that I really, really enjoy. So that's why it's kind of like half shop my stash today. Just halfway shopping my stash, you know. And then this Huda Concealer, I've been loving this ever since it launched. I bought it when it launched, and it's so good. I just really enjoy it. I think Huda definitely has some hidden gems. Maybe this concealer will help me look more awake because I need to. Because I need to. I'm so tired this morning. I didn't even like go to bed super late or anything, but I like just sometimes just waking up, it's like no, I don't want to wake up. Can I have a few more minutes, please? I have this brush. This is the 101 from BK Beauty. So this is one of the new brushes, and I'm thinking it looks perfect for concealer, maybe also cream contour, but I want to use it for concealer. There's also this brush, the 113. I know Lisa J made a video about like what the brushes are for, and they sent me like a card, but sometimes I want to just use a product like how I would use it, you know, like I don't want to know what it's for. But I'm sure watching Lisa J's video, I will tag Lisa J down in the comments so that you can go watch her channel. She's the owner of BK Beauty, and yeah, she made a whole video about these brushes. But I'm just going to press in the concealer like that, and that's really pretty. Yeah, that blended in nicely. Like I said, I love that Huda concealer. It's a concealer that I've been using. I actually have it in 2 shades, and I really enjoy it. So I figured if I was going to use a new brush, it would be good to try it out with a concealer that I already love. Okay, so I put on like that concealer, y'all saw that. Before we go on with powder, I actually want to go on with some cream products. I want to use the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Sun Kissed Glow bronzer. Like, I've been using this bronzer so much. I'm pretty sure this is my #1 favorite cream bronzer of life, but like it looks like I've barely used anything, so I feel like I'm gonna have this for so long. Let me tell you, did I tell you my shades and everything? I'm pretty sure not. So the GLOWISH primer, and then the Makeup Forever is 3 in 5-4, and I mixed that with the Giorgio Armani in the shade 6. And then the Huda concealer is shade 6.3 in, and then this is shade 3. Okay, there we go. We're all caught up. I'm going to take now the 109, the one that I said I could use for foundation, but I'm just going to pick it up. This bronzer, I love it. It's like, use it with a sponge, use it with a brush, use it with your fingers, which I rarely do. I did it once to test it. I do not like to use my fingers for makeup, but it always looks beautiful. So I'm just going to press this in. Ooh, maybe I should have picked up less because this brush is so dense, and usually I don't use a dense brush with this, but that's okay. That's okay. It looks crazy right now. I can blend it in, and I can kind of like buff some away if I need to. Okay. Cream bronzer is on. Now let's do a little blush. Listen, I want to use a lot of makeup today. I'm just feeling it. I'm feeling like full face. So I want to use this blush from the My Dream Cheek Trio Blush Highlighter Palette. And I'll use the new BK Beauty 112 brush for the blush. This blush, you can use it on top of powder, under powder. It doesn't matter. It looks great either way. So I'm just going to tap it on. Yeah, this is usually like the type of brush I use for a cream contour or cream bronzer. Like you can see, it's a little more fluffy. So I would say if you're going to buy these new brushes and you're going to use this like I did for the cream contour, use less product because it is dense. So I didn't need to pick up as much as the bronzer as I did, but that's looking pretty. I want to know, are y'all going to shop the Sephora sale? Because I am, and I'll definitely like share my recommendations. Like maybe I can do like top 10 products or something like that for y'all, but I want to shop the sale. I have like a cart full, so maybe I can do a haul, something like that. But the Sephora sale's coming up. It starts the 28th, I think. It starts the 28th, and I have quite a lot of things in my basket that I want to buy. Okay, I think I'm ready to set everything down with some powder. I am oily, so I rely on powders, you know. I have this PRISME Libre powder from Givenchy, and this is the shade 4. Let me tell you, I love this. So it has 4 different colors. There's like a yellowy shade, a peachy shade, a green shade, and a lavender shade. And I would describe my skin, here, let me move these dirty brushes out of the way. I would describe my complexion, my skin undertone, as warm olive. So this powder honestly has worked so well for me, because when all the colors like swirl together like this, I feel like the green undertone is what kind of comes through the most for me, and my oily skin has been loving this. So normally I press my powder in with like a puff, but I thought since we have these new brushes, I could try the 113 from BK Beauty. And I'm just going to like press it in to my under eye first, and then I'll go in and sweep. But first I just want to press to make sure that I don't move around that concealer, that I don't set any lines, like I don't set any like creasing or anything. I don't struggle a lot with concealer creasing, but I mean, listen, I'm oily and I'm 35. I do have some fine lines under my eyes, you know, like I'm not 12. So I just want to make sure I get that under eye set really nicely. And then I will set the rest of my face with my Dior powder. Okay, that is looking so nice. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this powder. It's very expensive though. I think this powder was like $60 or somewhere up there, $50 to $60 in that price range, which is honestly insane. I think that is an insane price point, but in the same breath, I regret nothing. I regret nothing, because I think this powder is so beautiful, and my oily skin really likes it. I can't speak to any other skin type but mine, and I love it. I love it. So if you're having oily skin and you like think we're the same skin tone, whatever, maybe you want to invest in this. I don't know. Maybe you want to invest in it. Okay, this is a BK Beauty 105. This is not part of their new collection. This is one that I love. And I'm going to put on my Dior Powder No Powder for the rest of my face. First of all, this looks so dark in the pan, but it is not that dark on the skin. Like, I looked at some of the other Dior powders and I'm like, these look so dark, but it works so good. Like, look, do you see all this pan that I've hit? It's crazy. I want to buy another one, but they are out. They're out of my shade. So I'm just impatiently waiting on a restock, and I'm like really try to like get in the corners of the powder and pick it up. But this brush is the best for it. And then I just press it on to set the rest of my face. And then I guess I will fill in my brows. And we'll create a really easy look with the Minka palette. Okay, so I filled in my brows with my Urban Decay Brow Blade, the shade Dark Drapes. I used my Got To Be Brow Gel, primed my eyes with my Sigma Eye Primer, and we're going to use a Minka again. So I want to do something light today. I'm not going to do false lashes, anything like that. I did do a video swatching this, doing a look, all of that, but I want to play with some of the shades on this top row today, and I think we're gonna not do any mattes in our eye look. So I kind of want to, yeah, just focus on these shades right up here. They're so beautiful. I want to start, I was gonna say I want to start with Maya, but the more I look at it, I kind of want to start with Layla, this shade right here. My eyes are primed, and I am going to spray my brush. Okay, this is a 209 from BK Beauty. It's one of their new ones, making sure I don't have any creases in my eye primer. And I'm going to put this all over the first half of the lid. This shade is oh so sparkly. That's really, really, really pretty. Okay, good. I'm glad I started with this shade Layla because I want this look to be kind of ethereal. And with this brush, it's very, very small, and it's just going to allow me to kind of control where I put that shadow. But isn't that so sparkly and pretty? We're giving ethereal vibes today for sure. Okay, after that shade Layla, I want to take Emma, this that's a little bit deeper. This is really pretty, and I'm going to use a 211 brush from BK Beauty. I am going to wet every shade I use, so I actually pick it up on my brush dry, and then I spray my brush, and then I go on to the eyes. You can use whatever you want to use to spray your brush. For me, I prefer a setting spray that has like a little bit of glycerin in it, but it doesn't need to be anything expensive. Like usually I use one from e.l.f. because I just want it to like wet and intensify the shadows. It just helps get the most like impact and less fallout. Of course, you don't have to spray your brush, you don't have to use primers if you don't want to, but that's what I enjoy. But it's never me saying like, oh, you must do this. So I'm just gonna put this shade on the other half of the lid, and with this fluffy brush I'm actually going to kind of blend this shadow and use it almost like you would a matte to deepen up kind of this outer corner, and then slowly just wrap it around a bit. So just like that, we're gonna have this nice fade but without any matte shadows. Okay, now for under the lower lash line, I want to go in with the shade Nora right here. This one looks really beautiful, and I'm going to use a 210 from BK Beauty. Okay, so I'm putting this on the lower lash line. This is definitely more of like this yellowy orange, gold, green type of shade. I don't know, because when I look at it in some light, I'm like, okay, this is kind of yellow orange, but then in other light, I'm like, no, this is gold green. So it definitely has different reflex to it, but I'm just buffing that under the lower lash line like that. Okay, so I just want to put on one more shade on the inner corner. I'm just wiping off that 210 brush. And we're going to take Minka, this really pretty silver shade. Pop that. Woo, that was way too intense. Okay. I went in way too much with that. Let me put less over here. Look how intense that is. I'm going to buff that out a little bit. I'm just going to put on maybe a little eyeliner and some mascara. And then I'll be back because I want to use, well, I want to put on a powder bronzer. And even though we did, well, I'm gonna have to take a little of that off. I went too intense. But I want to use the Valentina palette because this is launching on the 22nd and these are actually restocking. These sold out and I think this one may be my favorite one. I really enjoyed this one. I think Valentina may be my favorite. But yeah, let me finish up. Let me do liner, mascara, the boring stuff. I'm gonna use my Patrick Ta black eyeliner and then my Melt Supernatural Lash Mascara and I'll be right back. Okay, I am waiting on my mascara to dry. When it does, I will curl my lashes. But for now, I want to use this Makeup by Mario bronzer. Like, I love this bronzer. I don't know if you can tell how much I've used it, but I want to try it with the new 111 brush from BK Beauty. And I know we put down that cream bronzer, but I really always just like to go in with a powder bronzer too. Oh, that's so pretty. It's always so easy to blend and warm up the skin. This Mario bronzer, if you have trouble with bronzers, I have medium dark. It's so beautiful. Let's do lips. I want to do, I'm gonna do Makeup by Mario lip liner in Toasty, and then we'll do Makeup by Mario, the lip suedes in Toasty as well, and then I think we'll do a gloss on top. I'm feeling a gloss, but I do have on my Too Faced lip balm, so I'm gonna wipe that away, and I can list my skincare down below in the description box if y'all would like me to. I'll put it down there, so just check if you're curious. I need to actually sharpen this, but I actually need to leave the house in just a few minutes, so I need to hurry. But what do y'all think of how ethereal the eye look is? I'm really into it. I mean, of course, you could pack the shades on if you want to make them more intense. But you saw I was using brushes that were pretty fluffy, and I was kind of like blending them, and I really like the vibe of the eye look. Okay, so lip liner is on. Let's put on the lip cream. I like these lip creams. They remind me a bit of the Kaleidos lip clays. Like, they're very moussey in texture. Very kind of like a thin formula. I like it. Okay, I'm gonna let that set for a minute before I go in with the gloss. So, let me see. Maybe my lashes need just another minute before I curl them. So let's go in with the blush, with this blush palette. Let me grab a brush. Okay, this is not a new BK Beauty brush. This is one I've been using for years. This is the 108. And I think what I want to do is go in with this shade right here. And I just want to kind of press it on top of where we put down that NATASHA DENONA blush. Just using this as like a topper for that cream blush. And just kind of pressing it on like this. And then lightly blending it in. So yeah, so it's not too intense, just a very light blend and fade. And then I'm gonna grab the newer brush. This is a 212 from BK Beauty, and I want to go in each to these other two, and I want to lightly put those on my nose. Like, see, I faintly press so that's not an overwhelming nose highlight. And then I'll just put these two shades back and up a bit higher and down and around like this. Those are pretty. A little on the Cupid's bow. A little on the Cupid's bow. Now let me actually, let me curl my lashes first. Let me find my lash curler. Okay, there are the lashes curled. I want to use this. This is the Thorn Milk Hydrating Skin Mist from Rituel Defy. I really like the Thorn priming oil. I think it's really nice. Even with my oily skin, it just takes such a small amount. But I want to try this, the Hydrating Skin Mist, Thorn Milk Skin Mist. So I'm going to mix it up really good, and then let's test out the sprayer. Ooh, very fine mist. Okay, push my hair back, and I'm going to spray my face. Okay, face is sprayed. And then I'm just gonna fan myself with my mirror. Y'all, more than once I have been fanning my face with the mirror and like gotten too close to my face and smacked my face with the mirror, and it's an embarrassing moment. Even when I'm by myself. Okay, whoa, I am feeling this makeup light, ethereal. It was more of a skin focus, but like I said, I wanted to keep the eyes very sparkly and beautiful. I really like how I have like this silvery light to this more champagne, to the bronzy, to the yellowy gold. Of course, like I said, the techniques I used apply it a lot lighter on the eyes, but I'm gonna use this Pat McGrath Wicked Whisper gloss. I'm gonna hit that on. I really like Pat McGrath glosses, so just applying it like that, and there we have our finished look. All right, y'all, thank you so much for hanging out with me, getting ready with me. Do you like these videos? Ooh, I just noticed, whoops, I have a little bit of fallout right here. There we go. Just taking the brush that I applied the powder with and brushing it away. There we go. I feel really great in this look. Very ethereal vibes, glowy skin, shimmery eyes, glossy lips. I hope whatever you're doing, you're having an amazing day. I hope that you're having fun. I hope you know that you look amazing today, makeup or no, you look amazing. I'm feeling great in my look, but it is time for me. What time is it? Yeah, it is time for me to go make some breakfast for my kid and start my day. I will see y'all very soon in another video. Please, please do subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I will see. Oh, I took off all my rings earlier. I had to go wash my hands. I need to go put my rings back on. All right. That was like random. Anyways, bye y'all.